Good morning. Ugh. Happy Thanksgiving. Ugh. I'm gonna go get my headphones. Got my headphones. I'm gonna play some Fortnite. Da, da, da. Ba, 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 ba. R.I.P. Kevin the Cute. Come on, anytime now, Fortnite. Anytime now, Fortnite. Hey. Happy Thanksgiving. Hello? Hello? Okay. Okay. Hi. Happy Thanksgiving. Believer. Believer. believer, believer. Believer, believer. My believer, believer. Believer, believer. Believer. Thunder. What bait now? Skip ahead. Trust in my undies with a T. No. Yo, Thunder was made in Dubai. Man, in the house. When are you, man? I love tacos. I definitely love tacos. Then how come I see no tacos in here? I definitely see no tacos in here. What mod? Then I would have seen you came in here and eat them. Boy, get off this. Boy, be put. How you like me now? I'm going to get a hot pocket. pocket.
Yeah, of course they would do it. Why wouldn't they do it? What's stopping them? But why would you waste a perfect corn dog with all the milkshake stuff on it? It would all salty and ew. No one will ever be as wild as John Arbuckle. Hey Garfield, come here. I'm sleeping with my socks on tonight. Oh, John, you mad
Yeah.
lad. It's okay, I guess. 10,000 hours playing this game and you say it's okay? Sure. I bet you this big number that you didn't actually read that whole number. So I'm guessing you didn't see the letter in it. You just went back and checked and saw that I lied. Mwahahaha. It's raining and I'm wearing sunglasses. Congratulations. Thanks. Yeah. Introducing the burrito scoop. I just paid this gram to show you this instead of an ad. Have a nice day. Honestly, this guy's not a bad lad. He's a lad. Email address? Just. Yep, that's my email address. Don't tell anyone, but sometimes I copy and paste my email from the first box to the second. Somebody get the police in here! This guy's out of control! How could he? He wrote boobies on a calculator for all these kids to see. This guy should be locked up.
Yeah.
As a kid, there was a bag of candy in a cabinet. I was told to only get one, but when my mom was in another room, I took two. Hashtag no regret. This guy is too cool for me. I don't think I can handle it. Never too cold for ice cream. Michael Carrick misses today's game through illness? I knew it. Being a mad lad has its consequences. You can't do it. Only some professionals can master the mad lad technique. Such noobs can't even handle the pressure. Milk, then cereal, then bowl. Whoa! He is so cool. To be honest, this picture was pretty funny. You have to admit that.
Yeah.
My siblings had a fight once, and it went like this. Tyler. Anything that comes out of your mouth is stupid. Sam. Tyler. To this day, I still laugh out loud in inappropriate settings because I randomly think about it. Tyler played himself. Have two dogs. Ask them, who's a good dog? Never tell them. It's them. You meanie. Tell them they are a good dog. They are good dogs. Don't you dare do it to them. What FIFA does to me. I mean, in anger, she did make the smallest dent in the world. But on the other hand, Still a mad lad. Only a fool would buy IKEA furniture. Instead, I just download the instructions and keep emailing their service department to say that I am missing a piece, until they ship me all the pieces over a 6-month period. It's free furniture. R/Peter. Look at all that meat. It's so mean. You woke up
Hi.
billionaire was the most extravagantly lavish thing you'd waste a money on. I'd go to a generic restaurant, give my waiter/waitress $100 to send a glass of milk with ice in it to a specific table. The $100 would be to keep quiet about who sent the milk. I would do this several more times to the same table until they got visibly upset. No waiter in the world would stop sending ice milks, especially after I raised the offer to $500. If I were a waiter, I would gladly keep putting glasses of milk with ice in it on someone's table, even if they were screaming in my face. If I made $500 each time. So yeah, I would do ice milk. Instant classic.
Oh my goodness, I stayed up till 10 on a skill night just to watch this trailer. Hashtag Star Wars.
I sometimes download movies that I know I'm not gonna watch, just to slow down Wi-Fi when my brothers play Fortnite. To be fair, they are really loud and annoying when they play. Warning! This guy was supposed to buy a washer and dryer for $150. He said that he wanted to see if it worked first. He asked if he could do a load of laundry. After he got finished drying his clothes, he said, "Let me go get the money." He then hopped in his car and left with his clean clothes. If you know this man or have seen him, be careful of his antics. They like to call him the washing machine bandit. My friend just waited 20 minutes for the employee to leave just to do this. What a mad lad. I spent the night in my own house and nobody knew. Bracket sleep at home challenge. This is what YouTube has become.
Yes.
Our challenge has become so dumb that we're now doing the sleep in my home challenge? Like, that's not a challenge. Everyone does that. It's almost 11 p.m. I'm almost 40 years old. I just ate a whole glazed donut. By me reading this image, does that mean that I got rickrolled? Spam. Can better a burger. Ad hidden. Which fails to show you this ad again? Why did you hide it? Because it's spam. I farted on the bus today and 4 people turned around. Felt like I was on The Voice. Someone, remind me in 7 years not to have kids. 7 years later? Don't have kids. What prompted you to even do this? A commitment to public service.
Just got to tennis. Boyfriend is taking my racket out. Put a frying pan instead.
I'm not even joking. That would be... I would like to see if this woman actually used the frying pan as a tennis racket. Grilled up my math margins. I died a flipping roller because I don't care about math. Well, you should care about your education.
Ah.
How dare he? Coke in a Pepsi bottle? Well, if you think I actually hired a photographer to take photos of my new puppy, then you're exactly right, because I totally did. Oh, just the cute little puppy in his face. I individually asked my mom, dad, and brother to get me Taco Bell on the way home. I've peaked in life. Can you get me Taco Bell on your way home? Okay. Are you at Target? Yes, we're about to close. Can you get me Taco Bell on the way home? Are you at a friend's house? I'm about to leave. Can you get me Taco Bell? Okay, I'm hungry too. And look at all the Taco Bell. My math homework on a giant calculator in this Mario 64 ROM hack. That's actually pretty cool. Listening to It Is Murder by the Smiths while eating a turkey sandwich. What a mad lad. Guess who's back? Back again. AJ is back. Tag a friend. He wants you to know about 40 packs of Rice Krispies at an everyday of low price of $8.98. Hashtag wow. Adrian, you got me! Working on updates, 100% complete. Don't turn off your computer. 10 likes and I'll turn off my computer. Over this past school year, I have stolen over 1,500 spoons from the Lincoln Way Central Cafeteria. Of chaos, I fear. I am the Spirit Bandit.
Why does it seem like everything's a competition for some people? I don't mean in video games or sports or whatever. I mean in everyday casual situations where people will find a way to make everything a challenge and feel the need to defeat you in a competition you didn't sign up for. Well, to be fair, I guess we should all have that sort of motivation for achievement, you know? To aim for first, to be number one, to be the very best like no one ever was. But for some people, it ain't even about that. To them, it's about seeing everything as a race and to drag everyone else down from it. Nowadays, I feel like you can't say anything about your day or about how you're doing anymore. Someone's bound to try to one-up you. If you are in any sort of pain, forget about expressing it, because they'll find a way to make yours feel insignificant. Hey man, you feeling okay? I slept kind of awkwardly last night. My neck's killing me. Killing ya? Ha! That's nothing. At least you have a bed. I sleep in a closet because my boss Betty's been cutting my shifts, and now can I not only afford a bed, but a room too? Even when it's not specifically their pain.
Whoa, Jimmy, what happened? I fell on my arm during soccer practice. Don't worry about it.
Ha! A broken arm? That's nothing. My cousin Chuck used to wrestle grizzlies in his spare time. And I'm saying used to because he don't got no arms no more. Bear ripped it clean right off. Who are you? You can't mention your workload? Yeah, I have 5 courses this semester.
5? Well, guess what? I have 10 courses, 5 labs, 6 tutorials, and I haven't slept for a month. My bloodstream is pretty much caffeine now. And I'm pregnant.
You can't even eat your favorite food anymore without being put down.
Mac and cheese? Nah, man, it's all about that fettuccine Alfredo, my boy.
But I like mac and cheese.
Yeah, well, you wrong, my boy. That don't matter. It's all about that Fetty Alfie.
There's always that one guy that needs the last laugh in a conversation. I'll admit I catch myself being that guy sometimes, but you know who they are. Someone will make a joke, and that person will always add on to it and try to make it funnier. And they'll keep adding on until they're the last, effectively taking the joke too far to the point where it's redundant or not even funny anymore, and everyone else has moved on to the next topic. Wouldn't it be funny if giraffes had short legs? Oh, what if they had short necks too? I think that would just make them a horse or a zebra. What if they had 2 heads, but one is shorter than the other, and the shorter one has low self-esteem because his girlfriend left him for his other longer-necked head, and... Are you okay? Actually, it doesn't even matter what you like. People will find a way to force their opinions on you and try to make you only like what they like. Ew, Smash 4? Melee's better. I don't care, I still like it. Ew, One Piece? All these are better. I don't care, I still like it. Ew, that music genre? Blah 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 is better. What? How can you even hear that? Ew, Android? Apple? Shh, shut the hell up, you don't want to start that. But what concerns me the most is when content creators are put down simply because they're compared to others. Giving an example, the animation community on YouTube has always struggled keeping up with other content genres, so it's not unusual for them to branch off from YouTube because it just hasn't been sustainable for them. And many of us draw inspiration from people whose work we respect, so it may be natural to find similarities in style, granted, some a bit more than others. But it's no reason to put them down. It's fine to prefer someone's content over another, but you don't have to try and convince people that one is better than the other. Maybe some of you don't know, but it's okay to like two or more things at once. Holy shit, a groundbreaking concept! It bothers me when I find out about outright bullying just because someone may have a similar style of content that I have. And I get bothered even more when our content is nothing even alike, but they get compared and ridiculed anyway. Oh, you started off with comics and now you want to do animations on YouTube? What a Dominics copycat. Let me just drop some enlightenment on some of you who think I'm some kind of forefather of narrative animation. I'm not even close. And just because someone on YouTube decides to tell stories accompanied by storyboards and animation, it doesn't mean they're a Domix or a Swoozy or a whoever copy. Just let them do their thing. Some of them actually have their own unique narrative style and don't at all just use the same jokes I do and trace over my drawings, but just color their hair differently and call it their own. The lot of us are not in competition with each other. We make content for you. In fact, we need each other to keep you guys occupied since we can't all do daily uploads like other channels. I'm not entirely against the competitive mindset. I think it's needed sometimes to push ourselves and test our limits. But there does need to be some element of fun and sportsmanship. There's nothing wrong with striving to be the best as long as it's through your own merits. But if your method is to make everyone else seem worse than you, then that doesn't really make you number one. You just happen to eliminate the competitors. And if there are no competitors, then you wouldn't really consider it a competition anymore, would you? I'll tell you one thing you don't have to compete for, my boy, and that's Loot Anime. Plenty enough to go around as long as you order in time, which is the 27th of every month at 9 p.m. PST. People who just absolutely have no awareness of their surroundings. There are people who will What is it with people who just absolutely have no awareness of their surroundings? There are people who will literally stop in the middle of pedestrian traffic and just have a full-out conversation as if they're not being a nuisance to the other pedestrians who have places to be. Ashley, is that you? Oh my god, Melissa! Girl, I haven't seen you in years! So how's the hubby? I haven't talked to Rick in years.
You mean my ex-hubby? Oh my god, girl, I have so much to tell you right now. It's so good that I met you right here in the middle of this busy shit so I can tell you the whole backstory of why my husband cheated on me.
God, move, please. There's a Starbucks right there. Just move. Next time you think about catching up with your old BFF from middle school in a busy crowd, just think about what would happen if you were driving on a highway and tried doing that. Exactly. You wouldn't. Speaking of driving, jaywalkers. Come on, I have no problem with you as long as you get your Frogger skills on and don't cause a vehicular centipede of traffic. One time I was walking my dog and saw this woman make an attempt to jaywalk. And you know how as a kid you were always told to look both ways before crossing the street? Well, this woman only followed through with half of that advice. She only looked to the right, saw that a car was approaching, and so waited for it to pass, while she was on the opposite lane. Just a little tip for you jaywalkers. Walk perpendicular to the side you're walking towards. I can't stand it when people walk diagonally when trying to cross. Like, I understand if you're trying to cut your walking time by taking the hypotenuse and saving a couple valuable seconds, but if you're going to do so, at least run or sprint or something. What's that math term? Asymptote? Yeah, don't be one of those. My other favorite is bus passengers, but more recently airplane passengers, or any public transportation passenger who chooses to sit on the outer seat and expects me to parkour over them or Cirque du Soleil myself into the inner seat without them moving. Moving your feet back might help if the gap between your knee and the seat in front of you is enough to accommodate my width. If it doesn't, don't do one of these. It literally does not change anything. If anything, it makes it even harder to squeeze through. Sometimes awkward. Yeah, you can pivot to the side so your legs are entirely out of the way, but you risk getting hit by my carry-on bag.
So, the best case scenario, the best way we can make both of our lives run smoothly, just get up from your seat for 5 seconds. Unless, of course, you have bad odor or something, then that's fine, I'll just go sit somewhere else. And then you have people in supermarkets. Oh my god, supermarkets! You know those aisles that conveniently fit 2 cars side by side intended for opposing traffic? Yeah? Yeah, why would you use them both going the same way? Here's a tip on cart etiquette so you're not a burden on the human race. If you see a product that you are interested in purchasing and would like to inspect it for an extended duration, please park your cart on the same side of the product you are inspecting. The closer to your product, the better. Don't have a heated debate with your husband as to why 2% is better than 1%. Just move! You teenagers walking side by side of the road thinking it's cool to occupy space you're not supposed to, move. You people trying to get into a crowded subway car during rush hour, let the current passengers out first. Move. You drivers at the front of traffic and not realizing the light's green because you're on your phone being a boy, make like a U-Haul and move. It's so easy to avoid these situations. How do you not have the awareness that you are not the only human around and that other people need to get to places? Pro tip. Be safe from dogs. If you're out in public and you're in motion and then you're suddenly not, ask yourself, am I being a piece of trash by idling here and being in someone's way? If not, carry on. If yes, then you should probably want to...
Move.
What's the title of this video? Move! Hello guys. Very sorry about my absence. Thank you to those who were very patient since my last video. I am way. Get shot today. Guys, go to the latest pharmacy, the CVS pharmacy and get shot. Yeah, it's gonna happen, so just do it one, okay? The joke is it's supposed to be like a flu shot. So, guys, your latest virus protection, it needs Wi-Fi. It's low on charge, so I need to charge it. Alright, it needs sound. Just to let you know that. So, turn the sound, charge your virus protection. If you just want it. I've never had this. I didn't get this. I want that. This is what you get when you get those ads that show you do this to get free followers and stuff like that. And then they like Google Chrome inspect it and they change the number just so you get tricked into doing it free followers. It's not. Delete alert message on iCloud. You know, if you do this, your phone will be less annoying and you won't have all these alerts. It'll be good. So, you know, if you get this now, just do it. Easy. Yes, my age is yes. My age.
Okay.
How do you mess up this icon? How do you do it? You can even select blank. So you just don't have any like not even a fetus yet. You can choose that. Just for organ, not fetus yet. Thank you for your interest in this project. However, you are not eligible for this project as we are looking for people aged between 20 to 65 years old. Your current age is 20 years old. Click here to check out our other projects. I don't really think this is an error because I think what they're talking about is like 21 to 64. Or maybe they're fine with 20-year-olds, it's just messed up. I don't know. There's not enough space on the index. You need an additional 734 GB to copy these files. Space free, 66.5 gigabytes. Total size, 432 gigabytes.
It's even messing up. You're downloading a massive file over 66.5 gigabytes. Because Windows never makes it. It's amazing. This is just perfect. What I want next is to write incremental online or banner services and working. If that was a word, I just create it works for you. I don't where to do it. Maybe a little bit of text. This is the best auto suggestion for iOS ever. Open up and say, he hasn't even typed anything. Let's just open up and say, what is he watching? But it must be interesting. Maybe he's into dentistry, if he doesn't have enough free time. Maybe he's addicted. You're about to be signed out. Your computer will start in a minute. How does this mess up? I don't know how you get this error. I don't know if the nose are in there as well, or if it's just something. But in 8 minutes, does that mean that it's just gonna restart now? Because no idea. I've got no clue. This is why you can't trust Google Translate, because after the many times Google translating in Chinese, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You don't know if you don't speak that language. And see where you went wrong. So I don't know. But even if you did understand language, you wouldn't be able to translate. It's annoying, but it's easy to find out that you've used Google Translate and choices. Yeah, this is dumb. Okay, that doesn't make a lot. Google Translate, you better fix this. Alright, so here you got this guy logging into Twitter. You've got him putting in his username and password, and then you hit enter, and it says existing account. This account already exists, but is it ever point Twitter? You have to log into an existing account. You can't log into a fake account. Fix yourself. And now here we have Google Chrome blocking Google Chrome because it's a harm file. It doesn't want you to download itself. I hate this type of file can harm your computer. Half of the time they don't even harm your computer. It doesn't harm your computer, or it does harm your computer, and I now have like a million viruses on my computer, all watching me what I do. So hello viruses, you can probably hear me through my microphone now. How was your day today? How long do you think I could stay up before I go crazy? 3 days goes 88%, 1 week 13%, it's already 101%, then 2 weeks has negative 1%. Take away that 1%. Okay. This doesn't make no sense at all. But you're not the only one gonna go crazy. I think Twitter's concepts, if we go a bit more crazy. I hate these YouTube ads, and I really hope you don't get these surveys online. Which of the following products do you have a positive opinion of? And then he's sort of typed to me, hi, you're like at a shop now. Hi, I would like 2 hydrogen. Thank you. Doesn't work like that. YouTube, you need to check this out, guys. Demonetized. That's what happens to all my videos after I make these. Those get demonetized. Where do you live? I live in Texas. Oh yeah, well I live in TX. Oh yeah, well I live in TX, Texas. Right. Windows, there is 400 gigabytes of space left. You only use 50 gigabytes. You don't need to clear any space. You gotta fix yourself. Hey Jimmy, what time is it? Oh mate, it's 10 shovel. Yeah. Okay. And a lot of things annoys me with this thing. This person is still on iOS 10. and it is upside down. How do you swipe up? And on iOS 11, you get it so you can swipe up multiple things. So you should upgrade, because it's better. Then you can screen record and do other things, and it's cool. Yeah, please notice me. I have no phone. Now, are you sure about that advice? Because I really don't think everything is good. That's probably what you get when you use a free anti-iOS. Yeah, you might want to fix that. Because, you know, you're a virus protector. You can do that. Or do you need to be, he needs to be charged. Or maybe it sounds like, oh wait, no, it's not connected to Wi-Fi. I see how it is. Now, this is how lonely I am. This is a screen cap of my inbox. No, I'm just joking. But anyway, -1 messages. How lonely do you have to be for that? Like, 0 is just like lonely. But how do you get -1? It's like impossible. You have to be like the most loneliest person on earth. So I'm sorry whoever this is, I will be a friend. Because I may need friends. Oh, okay. Then how is printing not supported on this printer? Because I'm pretty sure that's what printers are made for. I may be wrong, but, you know, just a thought, maybe because it's in the name, you know. I want this lady to know something. The desktop is for apps, not files and folders. You've got it all clumped up, can't see a thing. And how are you even supposed to click those? You gotta like move your mouse into the tiniest cracks and crevices just to click those apps. I really don't like whoever this is. I really don't like them. Well, I'll see you later. That's the end. Go like my videos or dislike them. I don't care. Just change your ways. See the hottest products trending this week, only in the Nike app. Yeah, get a white shoe that makes you look like you just stepped in dog poo. Very trendy. You know, I really liked Ready Player One. It was actually a really, really good movie. It was full of action-packed gaming, my favorite stuff I like to watch. But I didn't recall him having this long of a leg. Listen to the audio. Yeah, I don't think you can do that on a textbook. Seriously, another one of these. We can't watch your video on my textbook. It doesn't work like that. The sliding door company. Someone tell me why they've got push and pull doors. That doesn't make any sense at all. Now, that urinal there, it looks pretty fancy, I must say. But someone tell me why these mirrors next to it are not faced at your head. Unless this is made for midgets, which I'm pretty sure it's not. I think that is made for you to look at your pants. How to reuse wrapper. First, fold it into 8 squares. Then, turn it into a beautiful swan. It's that easy. It's really that easy. Unbreakable wine glasses. Whoa! Somebody tell me why that little girl has a wine glass in her hand? Guess you're never too young. As much as this mirror looks really awesome, it's cool. It's got all these spikes and cubes and everything. It's pretty amazing. But it's not being a mirror. It's distorting yourself and making you look more cute. So I don't see the point. Julie's Family Restaurant. Now hiring spaghetti. Oh, well, if I see a pasta, you know, I'll let them know that you're hiring. Maybe hire humans. That'd be a lot better. Demonstrated above is a new fire signal box that locks the hand of alarm sender until released by a policeman or fire alarm with a key, thus deterring the sending of false alarms. I get that point here. They're trying to stop, you know, those cool kids who turn on the fire alarm because they're cool. Not. But what if it's actually a fire and your hand gets trapped in there and you're gonna burn? That's what's gonna happen. Dublin stuff. We have a woman hand here, but I'm not sure how to make a hand look like a man. I know. I'll put a tie on it. non-stick fry pan. Yeah, it's pretty sticky actually, as you can see here. Columbus, Georgia. We do amazing. This is the best motto I've ever seen. How to make your child not scared of the dark. Firstly, buy a Minnie the Mouse nightlight. Then get your souls eaten by the demon Minnie. I mean, it looks like there's poo on the wall. I know it's not poo, because the print's exactly the same, but it's not stylish at all. It looks like there's poo. There's a toilet, and then it's poo. It may just be poo. At Amazon headquarters, designer. Guys, what do men want as gifts? Guy 1, box. Guy 2, sheet. Guy 3, egg. For Father's Day, I want my son to get me a box, a sheet, and an egg. It looks amazing. Wouldn't that be called murder? Maybe even torture. They're ripping apart one of their friends, their M&Ms. How could they be supporting this? Yeah, I've talked about this before. Putting your face on a bus with windows is not the best idea, especially windows that can open. It's a big one, as you can see here. Pumpkin on the beach? That doesn't make any sense. No, I could understand if it was a cucumber. Alright, scratch what I said about the bus stuff. Putting your face on any type of window, it's just not gonna work out. Even Batman listens to his mom. Superman listens to his dad. God, who's this? Now, this is more of a scam than a copy design, but it's hilarious. I mean, I really hope that you're gonna pay a lot of money for this, because you get about 7, when you're supposed to get a lot more than 7. I've been laughing at this for like 5 minutes straight. It's just think outside the box. This emotional thing when down the bottom square, it's got XXX. You can do it yourself. Don't need to go outside the box. Sometimes it's inside the box. I like how on the Steve Jobs case, the biggest word is the word Android. And I don't recall Steve Jobs making any androids, actually. Like baby coming out of her belly. I don't know. Strong black woman ain't going anywhere. Yeah, she's white. Black, proud, and educated. No, she's white. Yeah, they chose the wrong model here, didn't they? Please do not season the birds. They are already spicy enough. Alright, we're back in it with the long legs. We've got Mr. Frogman over here. Don't know how. That is massive. The library is now selling free coffee for $1. What? If it's free, then it's not $1. How come the cord's coming from under when it's right above? You don't need to go right. Okay. Now I see. Make Shutterstock everything better. Yeah, someone forgot to unpaint the watermark. In case of fire, please run down the steps towards the fire. It's very safe, totally. As much as these steps look cool, they don't look very safe. Just look at them. They don't look safe at all. So a flat dongle is 16 millimeters by 28 millimeters. That's very small. So that hand must be the smallest hand in the world. It's for the people meat? Quality meats made from people like you? No. I can see you're very proud of your ball pit there. It's a kid's space, it's your ball pit. But that must be the lamest ball pit ever. It looks like there's about 20 balls in there. A real ball pit's supposed to have like 100, so that you can actually spin it. Play with it. I don't know what you do in a ball pit. You go through it, you lie in it. That, you just hop in there, your mom is gonna touch the ground. Wow, that's a cool minimalistic structure. It looks pretty cool. But what worries me is that why are you putting pepper on 3 slices of bread? What are you trying to make there? You better hurry up, cause now hurry now, right now we're hurrying now! Oh, there's a father and son building together. They got their hard hats. Pretty cool, but someone tell me why this kid's about to impale his leg with a nail. Please don't. Reasons he's not texting you. I mean, I can think of one. Attention, you are not our trolleys? Oh, I didn't see the other part of the sign. J is for Jeppin. No, it's not.
Hello.
Comes decides country who comes this tree. Very inspirational.
Happy Thanksgiving.
This looks like too much of a struggle just to get a piece of toilet paper. You have to open the door and reach your hand blindly behind just to get a real toilet paper. Just take away the cup.
You're welcome.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is a single blind. One single window blind. It's there. Yes, those are jeans. Those are jeans. And the sad thing is, they're probably really, really expensive. Even though it looks like you don't wear any pants. I don't see the point of this. This nickel could save
Good.
a child's life. Then why'd you give it to me, not the child? Go give it to them, I don't mind. I'm joking, we got more of these. Stop putting people on windows, cars, buses, anything. If it's gonna distort the face, don't do it.
Ugh.
To you, the first time I ever kissed your mouth, I felt the deal. So inspirational, it's making me cry. One day, there were 3 workers starting a business. They lived in the desert and they needed to create a logo. But what did they do? Well, they put their heads on a cactus. And boy, does it look creepy. Rules. Why would you just look at that next level building? You can see nothing wrong. It's people. Ten dials operate shower. The higher the number on the dial, the cooler the temperature. Yeah, I see a lot of things that people around me. A lot of things. Cancel free trial. Do you want to cancel your premium burgers and free trial? No. No thanks. What do I click? What do I click? Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. It's like a little baseball, pinball thing. Well, you're wrong. It's basketball. I am architect. And, man, if only architects could actually design a shirt. Maybe it'd actually look good. Hurry up. Twist people? Lick people? Dunk people? I mean, it kind of makes sense. We are Oreo people. Alright. Real estate insiders. No property is hard to sell. Aw, look. It's Norman Zhu. He looks very handsome. Jennifer Wang. Very pretty. Very pretty. And Stephen C. Lee. This guy. Skip photo day. Psyker cleaner? Come on, man. I just want to know the time. Yo, bro, what time is it, man? Yeah, it's about 10 minutes to L. Meet single woman. And tell me that thing on her finger is See, once again, the bases of the bus, they did not fit properly when the faces was or on the window. Look, she's even shocked at herself how weird her face looks. She's looking at the camera of her phone right now and just like, my eyes are so distorted.
Oh no, no,
Hey, good
I'm
man.
not.
I'm pretty sure you meant engaged. But, this is good as well. Why are they advertising chess with two people who sits next to each other just going? Like going to a toilet in general. That's a bit weird. You've got to be really close to sit that close to someone with no wall between you on the toilet. Can't do that. Your password has 8 or more characters. It has upper and lowercase letters, and you have at least one number. But too bad, because it can be too easily guessed for some reason. What does this say? Does it say just, or does it say just suit? My brain is enraging right now. How was your YouTube experience today? Absolutely outstanding. Extremely good. Very good. Good. Or not good. It has 4 versions of good, but only one bad version. Buy this Star Wars pack and you get all of your favorite characters. You get that knockoff clone trooper, the robot with anorexia, the guy with the suit that stays surprisingly white, the creepy old demon with a double-sided sausage, a robot octopus, or the really annoying demented bunny that makes you want to cut your ears off.
Yeah.
I don't know how long it took me to try and find out what this meant. First I went like this way, and then I went that way, and that way, but then I found out it's this way. I know, it's really weird, isn't it? Now we do have a black box, and I want to make people suffer and not be able to read and put together to actually be our headset. So how about we actually write the text in black, so no one can actually read it, you know? Starlight Cinema Center Visual Entertainment supports child cancer. What? Yeah, that's not something you should be supporting. It's actually pretty sad. My OCD levels going through. Isn't it so hard? Just join the R together. It's not even that hard, man. Come on, it's not that hard. Are you kidding me? The first one was way too much. But two? Do you have the same design? Draw a line to match each animal to its correct shadow. Well, this one goes there, and that one obviously goes there. And that one goes there. This wasn't very hard at all. Now, Crayon, you may be running out of money, but making crayon gummies? That's... Are you trying to teach kids to eat crayons? And how can you not eat this without you're eating that disgusting... I'm sorry. Do you speak Spanish? No. Yes, more English and Spanish. Yes, English and Spanish equally. Yes, more Spanish than English. Yes, Spanish only. Even though all of this was written in English, you can only speak Spanish. Organics only, yeah. I mean, you know, you have those vegans, they look like vegans. Cans and bottles, yeah, look, you got keep the community clean. In the heart of the community. Trash,
yeah.
You can't do that, no. Everything
Oh.
we allocated approximately $24 million in your student fees. Here's where it goes. And they made a pie chart though. They made a pie chart and you must think, what's so wrong about a pie chart? It looks normal to me. Well, take notice to the colours. Some of them are the same colours. How do you know which one's which? In case of fire, panic! Okay. Pull fire alarm. Activate fire hoses. No possible causes. Immediately evacuate. Create nursing station outside. Panic, but remain calm. What could go wrong? You've only got a ladies' toilet, and then a fire exit with a man on it. I didn't see what could go wrong here. Oh no, my computer's broken. What do? Ah. Pull out the rusty wrenches. Somehow I can fix it with an Allen key or screwdriver. Unexpected shopping. Unexpected sports. Unexpected music. No. Just wireless.
Then how come there's a wire?
6-foot cable. It's only wireless, guys. It's wireless. No, Lightning McQueen! What happened to your body? You turned into a truck. I think you're a race car. The speediest race car, you know? You don't have one for one. Now you're a truck? What are you, NATO? No, I shouldn't have to explain it.
Yeah.
It's in the kid's coloring book. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna say. It's pretty funny once you get it. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure this clock is... It's a bit harder to read than the other one.
Yeah.
I would have preferred letters. Alright, I just wanted to say to you guys, this is one of my first pre-recorded videos. I recorded this a week early. And I'm uploading now because I am currently away in Singapore by the time this video uploads. So that may be why I'm not, liking, commenting, pinning, being active. So just wanted to say that, but I'll be back in about a week. But thank you guys.
Daisy and Cody, your family and I are all going to Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana, but we decided to leave you with a babysitter because you two are too little to go. Your babysitter this time will be Dora's grandmother.
Dora's grandmother? Heck no. She's Mexican and is fat. I want Donald Trump to be our babysitter.
Kids, you better stop with those racist comments. If you treat Abuela like that, you two will be grounded. Understood?
Okay. We will behave for Abuela. That's my kids. That must be Abuela.
Hi Caddy, hi Daisy, I'm Abuela.
What the heck is this garbage? I don't want broccoli and spinach. I want junk food.
I know, right? That is why Mom and Dad should have hired Donald Trump to be our babysitter, not some Mexican.
Daisy and Caddy, you need to eat, and please don't insult Mexicans and our culture.
Come on, I don't want broccoli and spinach. I want to go to McDonald's, Chuck E. Cheese's, or Peter Piper Pizza.
Daisy and Caddy, you need to eat your broccoli and spinach. They're healthy for you, and no, we're not going to McDonald's, Chuck E. Cheese's, or Peter Piper Pizza.
No, Cody and I are not eating this.
Do you have a bag you sleep in when you go camping? Can't remember what it's called. So a girlfriend made the mistake of asking her boyfriend what he wanted from Jimmy John's. It's a sandwich place. People that don't live where I live. Number 9, no tomato, extra onion, easy peppers, cut in half with a side of dill dough. Dildo? I feel like an idiot. Did you say it? Yes. I hate you. Embarrassed. Love you, babe. I couldn't look him in the eye after I said it. I I had to show him the text just to make sure he knew you're an asshole. I'm sorry if I was a brat tonight. Sometimes I have a hard time controlling my emotions. You're not being a brat. You are just keeping it realer. Mwah. I love you. I love you too. No, I would fuck you. What kind of gay shit is that? Totes asleep. New phone. Who's this? You just gave me a second. Assuming you are a fellow bro who pulled a number of a lady. Tough break, dude. I didn't give you the right one. Sorry, bro. No dramas. Tip for next time. Read the number back to her. Add a wrong digit. If she corrects you, game on. If not, start chatting up a new girl. Respect that. Dude, this is Little Marco. You live on a street called Little Marco? Oh, you meant my address. Okay, so I made a shortcut on my mom's phone, so every time she types dirty clothes, it says acid. Do you know acid? I'm not meaning to say acid. I mean acid. Acid. Mackenzie, I'm not meaning to say acid. I mean acid. What the?
Ooh. Ooh.
What the hell, acid? Huh? Mackenzie. Acid. Come here and help me figure out why it's saying acid. I'm trying to say acid, but it's saying acid. What the hell? I swear I'm typing acid. Come here right now. Oh, why do you want acid so badly? Mackenzie, I swear. Calm down. I'll get you acid. I'll have it by tomorrow afternoon. Mackenzie, come here now. I'm on acid right now. I'm coming to your room right now. Or you think that was fun? Well, I changed no to hell yeah in my dad's phone. Can I throw a party this weekend? Don't you need friends to throw a party? Ooh, dad burn. Acid. 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 Acid.
Ooh. Ooh.
We look good as Mr. and Mrs. O'Brien. Nah, more like Violet and Dash, because you're more like a brother than me. Not even Dash can cover on that part.
280 beverages. We only need burger and fries.
Damn, the ice cream emoji broke too?
You can play with my dick and say you're practicing anatomy.
Anatomy on a molecular level is beyond my expertise. What's this?
Little tiny airborne just for you.
In the future, when BuzzFeed makes a only kids from the tens will remember list, what will be on it?
BuzzFeed.
I love how they put a tiny girl to make it look bigger than it is.
Hope that doesn't hit too close to home. Also, here's $5. Go fuck yourself. Old for 38, sliding into DMs in my Twitter career. Officially retiring. The nail in the coffin. Do you mind settling an argument between me and my friend real quick?
Sure.
Okay, so my friend swears that there are 23 letters in the alphabet, but I'm almost sure there are only 21. So how many are there?
Are you for real? There's 26.
I must have forgot. You are a QT.
Your friend was closer. He only forgot B, Y, and E.
As a chiropractor, I am concerned about the exterior circulation of the neck and lying supine on your pillow. Is there any way to address this? As a social media guy, I don't know what you're talking about. So much for calling me dad. Let down once again. Who wants to call you dad? No one. My dad said he was going to call me, but he didn't.
Then the correct way to say it is, so much for calling me Dad.
Who cares?
Not your dad, obviously.
My host would not follow me.
If you find a gold bar in a trash bag, will you take the whole can or just the gold bar?
I always got bullied and called names for being too pretty. The kids always called me Pretty Face. Hashtag growing up pretty.
At least you grew out of it.
Carmen
Yeah.
from being engaged to... It's complicated.
Not complicated. You got caught fucking numerous men.
Damn, Randy!
My mom doesn't even know what the internet is.
Consider yourself lucky. Mine takes up the entire bandwidth with everything she does online every day.
That's a lot of porn. Her uploading shouldn't affect his downloading.
I'm not sure what to say, other than that I'm intrigued by your aspiration to become a dill.
Xbox
Your
sucks.
best one. Want to hear a joke about paper?
It's probably gonna be terrible.
You're just too good.
I'm witty.
And relatable. Quote of the day. What did the 0 say to the 8?
I'm not sure what to say other than that I'm intrigued by your aspiration to become a dill.
Hey, what? She just responds, what?
Already so done.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, U, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. I put you and I together.
You misspelled desperate.
If that psychopath had driven a truck into that crowd and killed 100 people, would we be talking about truck control?
Can you imagine that? Registering trucks, requiring insurance for injury they caused, licensing and testing drivers? It would be insanity! Opposing marriage equality because people are mean to you is the worst possible argument. Just admit you're a cunt and we're never gonna vote yes, Vicky. Andrew Bogus, people like you are why lots of us are voting no. What would your mother think if she knew you called women the Z word online? Let's find out. Hey, Kelly Wagus.
Ricky, I think you're a cunt too.
New Zealand's new prime minister. How in God's name did that happen? A brain-dead moron. You don't need to sign your comments. Hey, rest of the world. Did you know that New Zealand has a weird citrus golem as a voting mascot? They tried to hide it from us.
Weird citrus golem as a president.
Atheists. If God isn't real,
How do you explain walking on water? Can you walk on water like Jesus?
yes.
Show me a video of you walking on water.
I don't need to. You just need to have faith that I did. And on that day, no real logical point was made by either side. On the Facebook debate group for atheists versus Christians. Who'd have fucking thought?
A doofus. Not a douchebag, but a doofus. Clumsy idiots. I'm ignorant and I never hear anyone say doofus. It's always after you've gone. Sorry, black boy. Only white men can handle this.
On behalf of black men everywhere, we wholeheartedly support your decision.
On behalf of all white people,
We sincerely admire your graciousness. However, we will be declining your generous offer and adamantly urge that the Mexicans take one for the team. On behalf of the Mexicans, there is some jobs maybe we won't do. Maybe the Asians can take this one. On behalf of the Asian culture, we also kindly decline the generous act, as we are practicing our arithmetic, playing piano, and ninja flying arts. Maybe the Muslims have the answer you seek.
On behalf of all Muslims, we are gonna have to decline the offer for the simple fact we don't eat pork.
Welcome to How To Guide on how to get your channel demonetized real quick. This motherfucker is so successful. Oh no.
To an escape room with all my female coworkers. I was stuck in a small room with 3 females for 58 minutes. We smelled so good and we touched hands so much. I literally feel high.
Every room becomes an escape room within.
Don't know about y'all, but I like a guy that earns his bill by slinging 2,000 pounds of hay, stretches by breaking in a broth, nutrition from a good home-cooked meal, calluses from rope burns and driving horns, farmer's tan from a long hard day of fencing in 110-degree plus weather. Not a good standard comforts.
Your competition, stop tweeting like this. Inner me, you're too lit to politic.
Toronto City incredibly rude for posting something like this. You're incredibly vain if you think this post has anything to do with you. Wow, bitch much? Obviously,
Ah.
not mean mix for me.
Well,
That tires a brand of beer. If you honestly think that every post containing the word fat is directed at you, maybe you should lose some weight.
I'm going to take half of Chloe's candy tonight and give it to some kid who sat at home.
Bye bye. My phone is on 10%.